Hello, this is Mr. Gambino here with a new stream. In this stream, I'm going over the event week for this week in Reddit Online. Surprisingly, on a Friday, not like a Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, whatever. So I'm pretty early compared to normal with it, so that's good. So usually I wait till near the end, kind of. But yeah, going to title, I think the main thing going on for sure is definitely 1.5 times money cooked or roll. Free roam events, whatever. And then event week highlights go 2 times money RP on the featured series, 2 times raw XP collectibles, and then also free fast travel is apparently a thing for the event week, so that's pretty cool. But I wouldn't recommend that, as I might go into later. But yeah, starting off as a spectator, there's double money and XP on the hardcore most wanted, which is the featured series. So it's basically like 2 modes in one. It's like the hardcore, no ability cards, no consumable kind of thing, with the most wanted mode, whatever that is. There's 3 times money XP if you want some double money or an XP, whatever. But obviously I don't really recommend showdown modes because you have to go in like separate lobbies and stuff like that. But still, at least it has something going for it, because there's a lot of featured series that don't really have a lot of any opportunity going for them. Yeah, that was it there. Yeah. Alright, and then double roll XP for discovering collectibles as a spectator again. And also at 50% RDO money on collector free roam events. That's what I decided to put onto the title, because I think that's definitely the main thing going on for this entire event week. The most important thing, I'd say. When it comes to making money, at least. But yeah, double roll XP for discovering collectibles. Obviously, if you're maxed out like me, and most people should probably be maxed out if they're playing the game efficiently, then you probably will already have it maxed out anyways. Obviously good for like newer players and people who haven't got to like 20 yet and stuff. I highly recommend going for collectibles though, even if you are maxed out on collector XP. Especially for leveling up the Outlaw Pass, no doubt, or even the club rewards if you don't have the paid portion with the gold bars or whatever. And yeah, 50% RDO money on collector free roam events. I don't think that means the collectibles themselves, obviously, because those get put to free mode, obviously. So you obviously keep those after the event. I'm pretty sure it means like the actual money payout on those. Which, at least since it's in free mode, I'd say it's better than showdown modes for sure. Also, you can get roll XP, whereas the like showdown mode is purely like character XP. Which, of course, that one can be nice if you want to go for like treasure maps and stuff. But I recommend just staying in free mode, doing stuff there and stuff. Again, you can actually collect like the collectibles even if you're maxed out on the roll XP, and that's a pretty good experience that you can get all in free mode. And especially with the free roam events with the collector right now, that's a way of getting that stuff as well. So sadly it's not buffed when it comes to like getting the Outlaw Pass up there in rank and stuff. And apparently, yeah, any collectible except for the Condor Egg counts for that 2 times XP. Condor Egg is like a special collectible that's only in like the Condor Egg like free roam event. And that's worth like $1,000. And yeah, the 50% I don't think means that the Condor Egg is all of a sudden like 1,500 or anything. I think it's a $1,000 collectible. I don't think I've definitely never got it before. Even though I got really close one time and stuff, but yeah. So I don't think that suddenly becomes 1,500. I'm pretty sure it's just the like generic payout for the actual event, which isn't very good necessarily. And plus, you have to compete with other players and stuff, so it's not really necessarily that good, but it's still something going on. There's also boosts for character and role XP, however, that I did not get to put onto the title because of the like 100 character limit. I couldn't fit it on there unless I made adjustments to the title or something. So yes, there is also boosts for character and role XP, but they also don't really specify what amount of boost it is, whether it's double or also 50% or less or anything. They don't really specify that necessarily. But then, going to the middle, it actually talks about the weekly collection. Usually I go over the weekly collection on the progress thing, but I guess since there's something going on for it, I don't really need to, though maybe I will anyways. So actually, I guess I'll go for that right now then, since it's on there. And by the way, I've actually played during this current event week, because I was going for some gold for the All-Out Pass, since it's less than 2 weeks away until the deadline. In fact, I think it's 10 days until it's over. And it's going to be a new update may come out pretty soon, obviously, as well. Especially with this being a small as all update. That was surprising in those Telegram missions, in my opinion. Putting like leaks aside and stuff, apparently that kind of stuff apparently gets leaked. Not as into know with leaks what Red Dead compared to like GTA, but apparently they were leaked, I believe. And I guess in case I get any collectibles, I'll have this out. Yeah, usually I'm in like Blackwater or St. Denis because of the tailor in case I need to go there for anything or anything. But yeah, I'm in a little range of all places apparently. And yeah, I've got 17 gold, so like 12, 13, whatever. I actually got really lucky and got like 2 treasure maps like back to back between like 2 bounty missions. And they were both like over 1 gold bars, which was pretty lucky, not under a gold bar, like it can be sometimes. I got like almost 3 gold bars without treasure maps, which I got very lucky with. And which I was about to start battling, I think, but I'm not going to.
Good to see you back, sir.
Alright, so that's grayed out, I don't have all of that. Okay, I want to see what else there is to collect. Wait, oh, is that a rank up treasure? Interesting, I did not know that actually. That's some easy gold I'll be getting off stream, which I might be playing some more of this, of course, off stream. Since I really need to get working towards that Outlaw Pass, number 4, before it goes away. Because I'm pretty sure I got every Outlaw Pass before it.
Job. If you could see the things I've seen, folk just, yet I'm here.
Oh yeah, I did actually get like a ghost panther killed or whatever. I sedated a ghost panther, but I killed a ghost panther when I played last time. And I believe the like, rifle, I believe like sniper rifles were best for it, if I recall, so that's why I used the rifle anymore. So yeah, I've got like the parts for the ghost panther or whatever, I've got the shop now. Off stream I did, of course. But yeah, deep blue collection, 2 out of 3. I have all but this Tully monster fossil, apparently. So yeah, the weekly collection for the week, the deep blue collection, has a Tully monster fossil, a cephalopod fossil, whatever pronunciation on that, and then rock bass. So 2 of them are fossil collectibles, whether they're in the same set or a different set, I'm not entirely sure. And then rock bass is actually like a fish that you catch in the game. It's not an actual collectible, it's just a fish that you catch. which I think is a pretty common fish, so getting a rock bass shouldn't really be a problem, to be completely honest. Yeah, getting a rock bass should not be a problem whatsoever, because I think it's pretty common. I think I've got them at like Dakota River, or like whatever that river is near like Blackwater. I think Dakota River is actually like in the newer part of West Elizabeth, so it's some other one I think I'm in. Alright, both of those fossils are actually part of different fossil sets. So cephalopod fossil, whatever pronunciation, is part of the coastal fossils. And the oceanic fossils apparently houses the totally monster fossil, so you will be able to go for a couple different collector sets, kind of the data wiki collection. So that's kind of annoying that it's not tied to just one like collector set. Not counting the rock bass, I mean, because it's kind of interesting when they throw in like a material or like an animal or a fish or something like that, which aren't normally part of collector sets, obviously. But yeah, the problem with fossils is that they're an underground collectible, meaning you have to rely on like randomness and like RNG and all that stuff in the game. So you can go on like a collector map on Google and it will probably know like where to go for like a particular set of fossils. You just don't know like which one you're going to pick up particularly until you dig it up. So you and a like friend, for example, could get a completely different fossil from a different like spot in the game, from like the same spot in the game, because it's all like random and stuff. That's the same thing with like every underground collectible. And especially with the fossils, which was released after that nerf, there was no way beforehand to get like the specific ones to have any like stockpile or anything. So yeah, in that regard, it's not too good of a set. In that regard, you might as well obviously still go to full sets anyways. In my opinion, weekly sets are only if you don't plan on playing the game much. If you plan on playing the game a lot, you might as well just go to full sets anyways. Especially for above ground collectibles, which are able to be more determined compared to underground collectibles. However, they throw the interesting wrench of the rock bass, which is very easy to obtain, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's a very common fish in the game. I've found them pretty easily with the special spinner. I don't think it's that, like, uncommon or anything if you don't use particular loot. Or not particular loot, but like particular bait, I mean. But yeah, I think I found them on like the upper Montana River, for example. Though I might be in story mode, because I mainly fished in story mode. I don't fish that often in online. I'm sure you can find them like all over the place, kind of. I would imagine they're one of the more common fishes. So I'm sure that's pretty easy to get for those rock basses. And you're probably not using them anyways, most likely. But yeah, $95 collection value though, that's pretty good for a weekly collection set. For example, I think the one before this was like 30 or something. Because I think I had like all animal materials, no like actual collectibles or something. Or maybe that was like a couple weeks ago or something. So it's one of the better values for a collector set, but still not like 100 or more. Like it can be at times for some of the better ones, value-wise. But yeah, now we're going into the middle section. Now I explain the weekly collection. Getting that weekly collection to Madame Nazar or whatever will yield an offer for 30% off a novice or promising collector role item of your choice. So I'll go over novice and promising, which is the first two sections, so like ranks 1 through 10 of the collector role. Pretty sure it is ranks 1 through 10. Novice Promising is 1 for 10. So Pennington Field Shovel, which is actually on a discount right now. I'm pretty sure it's on like 40% discount or something right now as well. So I don't know if you can like stock. I don't know if you can stock it or not for like 70%. You might be able to stock it for an extra 30% on like the 40%. The Pennington Field Shovel is an absolute must for the collector roll if you want those underground collectibles, which are the more valuable collectibles in the game. And I think they also yield the most experience out of all the collectibles in the game, since I think there are experience differences and stuff. Probably not necessarily by much, but obviously the more collectibles you get, the more it adds up, obviously. So I highly recommend the Pennington Field Shovel already for those who might not have it. Fully cosmetic outfit there. McKinney saddle. Obviously this one really depends on the stats. I'm not going to go to a like stable to show that off or anything. I don't really feel like going out my way much for that one. Yeah, depending on the stats, it's either good or not that good. I imagine the like roll like saddles might be some of the better ones out there now. The Creole Horses. Normally I wouldn't recommend the earlier horses, but the Novice and Promising doesn't have any horses, so if you want to get any from those two categories, then yeah, this is the only set you can get for the Creole Horses. But I really don't recommend them much anyways, because yeah, Stylish has better ones, but especially Distinguished has better horses. Gun Belt. It's either gun belt or offhand holster, I believe that one was a dual wield. So that, it might have that. I'm not sure if this allows for dual wielding actually. But yeah. So that's for that, if that's the thing with this. It's just completely cosmetic. And obviously a lot of clothing things can do that dual wield function. This one's actually gold bars, so you can technically save like 30% gold bars with that offer or whatever, I would imagine. I'd imagine it counts for golden bars as well, because a lot of the discounts in the game do. But yeah, pure cosmetic. The only good thing about it is it costs gold, so you will save gold, which you can spend on other stuff like the Outlaw Pass. Or even future Outlaw Passes. And then finally for the Novice Kit is the Lancaster Repeater variant. Variants, I believe the variants restrict your ability to purchase attachments and stuff. So I would assume the attachments would come with the like variants. I would assume that like variants would give you like all the attachments, since it locks out the ability to get attachments. So if that's the case, it will be an easy like way to get like all your attachments and stuff. So I highly recommend that. If so, collector saddle bag. Not entirely sure what the collector saddle bag does. I'm not sure if it's completely cosmetic or if it actually gives like more storage and certain things for the saddle or something. So this one could maybe be one of the more worthy things for sure. Definitely more than the pure cosmetic stuff. But not one I really necessarily recommend all that much. Completely cosmetic thing here, but it is golden bars. You can probably save on golden bars with the offer. The Wallingford, completely cosmetic outfit there. Refined binoculars. This one does actually help with the collector in a sense. But it seems to only be helpful for like those above ground like dig sites or whatever. And I don't feel the dig sites are really all that common in the game. Like honestly, if you're most likely to stumble upon you're honestly more likely to stumble upon a dig site while going for other collectibles anyways. So I feel the refined binoculars really aren't all that useful. I personally don't really have much of a use for them. I mainly tend to find dig sites when I'm going for other collectibles, which I recommend having a metal detector out at all times when you're not, like, in any player versus enemy situation. So yeah. This one's definitely more useful than most of them in these two kits. But I really don't think you're going to get much use out of them, and this one's kind of expensive. So that one's kind of a waste. You could probably definitely go without that one. Because it's good and bad, it could be a good one for sure for the 30% off. Or whatever, not as promising offer thing if you do the weekly collection. The Aguila Machete, 6 gold bars, is just like a different variant of the machete in the game. It's just like completely cosmetic. If you're big on collecting all the weapons, especially, that could be nice, and plus it's gold bars only. There's that. Again, I believe the metal detector, like the field shovel, I think is also on 40% discount. I'm not sure if this one's on 40% discount right now, so I don't know if you can stack the 30% like offer with the 40% right now or whatever. So if so, you can save upwards of 70%, and especially with the metal detector, it's very good. But yeah, metal detector, if you don't have it, that's very essential for getting underground collectibles in addition to the field shovel. You might be able to still get underground collectibles with just the field shovel, but trust me, the metal detector is very worth getting, because, like I said, I recommend using the metal detector anytime you're not in a player versus enemy or like a combat situation, because obviously everywhere you go, you can do it. Even during like bounty missions and stuff, you can get like collectibles at the same time. And plus you can use your eagle eye for the above ground collectibles while you use the metal detector. So this thing is a very huge money maker in the game, also very good for the outlaw pass actually, because collectibles are very good for getting up on the outlaw pass. So if you're really in a pinch for that club XP or anything, metal detector is a must, I'd say, if for some reason you don't have one. And then finally, collector camp theme. Change appearance of tent and props. It's just completely cosmetic, and it's very expensive for a completely cosmetic thing. So it has very high value normally, so it could be nice if you want like good value from the 30% off, but really I don't really recommend it. Obviously it's just purely cosmetic. Alright, so now it's the 30% off novice promising collector roll item, going over all this stuff. And then 5 gold bars off the collector's bag, which is essentially 33.3% off the collector roll. So if you want 33.3% off the collector roll, because it's only 15 gold and 5 gold bars off, it's 33.3% off. Definitely very good if you have not already got the collector roll, because I definitely say it's the top tier, or one of the most top tier rolls in the game. Probably alongside like the naturalist and the bounty hunter. And even the moonshiner to some extent. I definitely feel the trader's the worst. Trader's the worst in my opinion, kind of. Because you have to go very out your way for that one. Now that's kind of the case of the moonshine, besides for the free mode stuff. But yeah, for some reason, if you don't already have the collector's bag, highly worth going for it. For reasons I explained earlier. Right there, the image is finally changed. But yeah, the one on the left is the same from earlier. However, the one in the middle and right seem to be new. But yeah, there's 40% off the Penitent Field Shovel and then the metal detector, as mentioned earlier. Those prices that were listed were actually with the 40% already applied. I'm pretty sure normally those are way more expensive, kind of. So yeah, I don't know if you can stack to 30%. I was promising with that, because if so, you can get one of those like 70% off, which is insane. Assuming you get that during the current event week, and not like on a future event week or something. But yeah, they're both very vital for the collector role, obviously very essential. Especially if you're going to do the role efficiently. And then finally on this one, 30% off all Creole horses actually. So those horses do have a discount as well. 30%, not 40%. And particularly with the novice ones, you could stack the 30% with that, assuming you actually unlock that during the current event week. Don't just work towards something to unlock for like the next event week or something. But yeah, I really wouldn't recommend the novice ones, but still, if you want one of the higher ones, they're 30% off right now. Alright, next is waived rank requirements, and then free fast travel, which free fast travel is already on Master Spectator. Wait, that's the last one that I had to mention from the Master Spectator to go along with this. But yeah, basically every like weapon kind of thing in the fence has their like rank requirements waived. So if you want like machetes and like fire bottles and stuff like that earlier, if you're not at that rank for any reason, you can definitely do so. And apparently all pamphlets up to rank 50 have been removed as well. I'm sure there's definitely more useful pamphlets in the higher ranks, so that's not necessarily the most helpful, but definitely nice if you're big on collecting the pamphlets. And yeah, last but not least, for that section on the left, fast travel is free all this week. But I honestly don't really recommend fast travel because obviously you can be going for like collectibles and stuff while you're going to your destinations and stuff. So it really isn't efficient unless you really want to get somewhere in a hurry. I'd rather spend the time going to the destination, getting collectibles and stuff, ranking up the outlaw pass and stuff, for those who might still need to do that. And then next is 30% off all weapon and ammo pamphlets to the 8th, of course, which is what the event goes to. But yeah, all weapon and ammo pamphlets are 30% off, which are definitely some of the more useful ones for sure, if you don't mind like crafting all that stuff and all that. Alright, next, limited stock items are back, which includes the big tail hat, winter chocolate coat, and more. Also includes the fur and gloves, McBay jacket, the Morales vest, the Shaffer caps, darned stockings, cotton boots, and then the Cossack hat. Those are all limited stock items. And that's 9 of them, and I'll see if the newswire mentions any other ones that might not be featured on there. Sometimes there's like a couple that aren't on there that are listed on the newswire. Alright, no, there's none that are listed on the Rockstar Newswire that's not on here for any reason. For the clothing, relevant stock items. And last but not least, Prime Gaming benefits. There's absolutely no change whatsoever with them, and that's probably the case with the next event week as well. going off the date listed on the right. But still, that's a little reminder of what the last limited time Prime gaming benefits are for until like the end of the All Out Pass. But yeah. But yeah, now to see if there's anything else to go over from like the newswire or anything that might not have been on there for any reason. I think that should have been everything for sure. Don't think the newswire would have anything exclusive this time for sure. That wouldn't be on the benefits section for any reason. There might be some clothing discounts actually that might have not been mentioned yet actually. I don't know if it was mentioned on the benefits section. I don't kind of think it was, but there's 30% off boots and vests. So that one might be on the newswire, but not on the benefits section. There's 30% off boots and vests. So there's some simple clothing discounts. But I'm not really sure if that wasn't listed before. But if not, then there is like 30% off boots and vests for those who might not have noticed. Which, yeah, I don't think was mentioned on there actually, anywhere on there. But yeah. That is finally going to be it for the stream. Next stream will be the GTA Online Event Week stream. Which apparently there was a permanently vehicle released for the event week. But it was already available, so it's kinda new, kinda not new. For that stream, when I do that stream, I'll have some more details to follow on that stream for the GTA Online one. And yeah, maybe video content for this week as well, if certain things settled down or not. Yeah, I mentioned like a couple of few streams ago or whatever. With assholes on the internet and stuff. But yeah, that's finally it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.